Everyone get ready and strap yourselves in because it's happening again. Elon Musk has decided to do something with Twitter, and we all know what that means. That means that a bunch of huge YouTubers who have no college education, no business experience, no business understanding, no technological understanding are gonna give their opinions how Elon Musk, the multi-billionaire, the person who has made countless very extremely successful companies, some of which have actually pushed the limits of technology, is an idiot and doesn't understand anything that he is doing. And you know, we got our classical suspects right here. We have Asmongold. We will probably also add people like Munahar from Some Ordinary Gamers, most likely the Act Man, and people like Destiny. You know, all of those people who are just instantaneously yelling, Elon Musk will destroy Twitter, he's an idiot, he got lucky to become a billionaire. He's not even an engineer and he's running Twitter. Oh no, he just fired 80% of the staff. Twitter's gonna implode any set. Yeah, those literal morons. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. And let me give you the quick and simple answer here. How you can actually distinguish if you're actually smart or you have potential in this, okay, to understand businesses. And this is a super simple question. Do you think an engineer or coder should be running Twitter? If you answered yes, you fundamentally literally have no clue what businesses even are, why they should exist, how they are run, and it's an actual waste of time talking to you because you have no potential if that was your answer. Every business should be run by a businessman who understands numbers, and that's it. They don't even need to know what product they're honestly selling. You know, and we have proof of that being the case and working out terrifically, by the way. But in any case, let's go into Asmongold's video and see what he's cooking.
Twitter now is adding a limit to how many tweets that you can see at the same time. So you can only look at, and they've already increased this to like 500 or some shit, 300 to 500 tweets per day. And now it's up to 10,000 per day as a verified account. Unverified is 600. You also no longer look at tweets if you do not have a Twitter account. This is the real change that will kill it. Yeah, I saw that. Actually, I saw that. Like, I looked up something on incognito the other day.
If you think Twitter is gonna get yeeted and deleted because you can't have a Twitter account to look at tweets, you are so far out of this universe. It's insane. Nowadays, if you ever believe a reasonable excuse for anything ever is, well, I'm just too lazy to make an account, well, you're probably too lazy to inhale oxygen for yourself also.
And I couldn't even look at it. Start rationing your Twitter usage. Might be a blessing, to be honest. He's adding daily stamina to social media. That's probably what he should do, man. Like, they should add like a fucking health bar and like a stamina bar up on like the corner of like your Twitter account. You know, like right next to like your character name or your fucking your @ like this. Like there's like a green health bar and like a yellow stamina bar and shit. Like they should do that. Like that's a good idea. Elon,
this is a joke, to be fair, by the way.
Turn Twitter from a top 5 app to worst in less than a year. That's some impressive shit.
Well, dude, I love the people who actually have this strange, insane copium. Elon Musk ruined Twitter, bruh. Elon Musk literally has multiple times now stated that Twitter has more users than ever. He's breaking records. But no, some people are gonna be, oh, Elon Musk is destroying Twitter, no one likes it anymore. Bruh, Twitter has never been more fun with Elon Musk at the helm. I had a Twitter account for like 2 years and it was literally inactive and I never looked at it. Now I spend like at least 3 minutes a day on Twitter, and that's a lot.
Well, I feel like Twitter's still a top 5 app. Here's the
thing,
right? It's like, obviously this is dumb, but like my understanding is that Twitter is doing just fine. I mean,
yes.
Didn't Elon just say like the other day?
I'm actually surprised he's saying that. I thought he's just gonna say stupid stuff like always.
That Twitter is like they hit a record high
again,
in users and shit. As far as I know, I think Twitter's doing great. Like I have experienced like no negative effects of Elon buying Twitter.
Yep.
Not in revenue. The fuck I care about how much money the company makes.
Good point. Second of all, Twitter was dude, I want to just touch on this revenue thing. My favorite example is some people like Disney, who literally have no idea how stuff like this works, who are saying, well, Elon Musk should change nothing about Twitter. It's already losing. It was losing like millions constantly, and their excuse is like, well, Elon Musk should change nothing about that because they're losing so much. Why experiment with things? It's like, oh boy, if you think a company is losing millions per day is good, and you shouldn't like drastically experiment it and try new stuff out to see if anything sticks if you're not 100% certain, I'm sorry, but you have no place in business or even business-related conversations.
I'm not invested in Twitter. What the fuck do I care?
Good.
Why the fuck would I care if they...
Also, Elon Musk actually has done a terrific job with the profitability. Twitter before was so hugely unprofitable. Elon Musk just cutting the fat, aka 80% or plus of the workforce, is already just making that bottom line so much more appealing.
They make more money. After a day, you'll notice? I don't know, maybe. We'll see what happens. People that look at 300 plus posts a day are chronically online. I feel like it's actually pretty easy to look at 300 plus posts.
Here what I was looking for. I knew Asmongold is going to say something absolutely blatantly out of touch. So, when I heard about this change, I decided to spend more time on Twitter than I usually do. For example, today I have spent 15 minutes already on Twitter, and I tried to roughly count how many posts I have seen, and it's probably something around 150. Do you want to hear a crazy statistic? I thought this is, by the way, way bigger. But before watching this video, I googled one statistic because I knew it's going to be 100% relevant to this. And it's how much the average person spends on Twitter per day. This statistic absolutely shook me, by the way. In 2021, the average US citizen, in the height of everyone staying home, by the way, spent an average of 6 minutes on Twitter. Yeah. And that average probably has only gone down, if we're being completely honest, because now everyone's free to do whatever. Or it has relatively stayed the same. It's kind of like a very hard thing to predict. But in any case, in 6 minutes, you are not checking out 300 posts. Second of all, this is like the most big giveaway that Asmongold serves absolutely no real function at any of these companies that he's a part of, that he's literally just a guy approached and he signs his name and he gets free money from these things. Because if he knew this, he would instantaneously be looking at this as a business owner, and he would instantaneously know one thing. Elon Musk is not pulling these statistics out of nowhere. Elon Musk has based these numbers on statistics that you see on the back end of Twitter, or whatever you want to call it. The place that has all the data. He didn't just magically choose these numbers, and they're very specifically chosen. A new account. Again, I spent 15 minutes on Twitter, and I'm probably not even 150 posts deep while reading things and stuff like that. Twitter just doesn't take that much time. So, a new account, 300 tweets is completely fine. And these numbers are very specifically chosen. For example, the verified badge thing is 6,000, which makes absolutely no sense. This is Elon just trying to sell people Twitter blue. I want to see if any single one of these huge YouTubers geniuses is going to figure out that these numbers are literally just designed to sell Twitter blue. Because Elon Musk is trying to make these numbers seem extremely, extremely, extremely small, because he's trying to find a cutoff here. Asmongold said the numbers are already changed, and that does make sense, because probably it's very hard to predict what is going to be the actual cutoff. Because percent-wise, things like this are really, really hard to predict, even if you have the full statistics. Elon Musk is trying to hit the sweet spot where people who are spending 50% more than an average person on Twitter, he wants to make them into Twitter blue users. He wants to be at that exact sweet spot, so people are actually forced into buying Twitter blue. This is what Elon Musk is trying to do here. I'll actually also put it on 1.25 times speed. That is what Elon Musk is trying to do. And he has already changed these numbers to up, because he most likely now has data, which should, by the way, come in very, very fast. That these people who are exceeding these number of posts, because they are literally terminally online, if you're spending 30 minutes a day on Twitter, you are absolutely terminally online. Because that's how it is. The average person spends like 4.4 or 4.3 hours on Twitter a month. Okay, let that sink in. Yeah, this is pretty surprising, by the way. I thought it was going to be a little bit more, but still surprising how honestly little that is. Elon Musk is trying to target these people, and the moment these people who are terminally on Twitter don't actually buy the Twitter Blue, he's going to bump it up, because he doesn't want people to leave. He's gonna cap these post things at the bare minimum so people don't leave the platform. That is his thing. And by the way, I don't think a single person will figure out that this is a whole giant just scheme to make people buy Twitter Blue.
Like, you probably do that in 30 minutes. I feel like my experience on Twitter hasn't changed in any way since Elon Musk bought the platform. I don't feel like less people use Twitter.
I think the experience, by the way, is much better, because previously everything that was trending before Elon bought Twitter was fake. If you did not know that. And by the way, that's just fact. I think you can Google it, and even Google will just tell you that, everything in the trending category was placed there by Twitter staff. So, every single day, Trump evil, Trump bad is trending, like multiple times a day. Where is it now? I have seen, since Elon bought Twitter, Trump in a negative light trend like 3 times, maybe. Maybe 3 times. It literally no longer happens. And now you just have actually things that people want to talk about on their own naturally happen in trend. Ain't that crazy?
I feel like basically nothing changed, except for you see more people talking about how COVID was fake. And like Michelle Obama's a man, and what's the other one? COVID.
I mean, look at her.
Fake. Michelle Obama's a man. What's the third one? Fuck. Election. The election was stolen. That's right. Yeah. And so
I don't see many of that.
Those 3 things, you see a little bit more of that, but otherwise, is it Big Mike? Like, is that the name? Bro, that's some fucking fan fiction they got going on, huh? Wow.
Big Mike.
Well, anyway, I just, like, you see a bit more of that, but, like, who gives a fuck? I mean, the things that were banned from a conversation previously, so not a big deal to have open conversations anymore? No, I don't think it's a big deal at all. Like, I don't care. Who gives a fuck? Just because Google contract ends today? I don't know why. I think people are drawing a correlation, but I'm not sure if that's the actual reason or not. I mean, fuck, that could not be the reason. It could be something else. Like, I think people are just looking for a reason to, like, make it make sense.
Wait, what contract? Are they buying servers from Google? Well, it doesn't matter what they're doing. Again, this is just one way to actually make the system profitable. Even Reddit had, like, this thing about data scalping or whatever you want to call it. Is it the same thing? But yeah, it's not surprising that Elon Musk is looking into things like that, because this is what a functional business does.
Because, it could be something that they don't understand. But anyway, way more a lot of totally irrelevant notifications, people I don't even follow. Twitter's unusable now. That's nuts, man. Because, like, again, I've had no change in the way that I use Twitter and my experience on Twitter at all.
There is a chance, but because this is like, Twitter previously was the literal playground of the lefties. Again, Trump evil, Trump bad was trending every single day before Elon Musk. Every single day. And that was literally just for one crowd, okay? And now without that, it's like, they probably do feel lost. They probably don't know what they're supposed to do on Twitter, because, that was put in by the Twitter mods. That was trending because Twitter mods wanted it to trend every single day. And these people are probably lost now, because all of these millions forced Trump is bad things are no longer there.
It has been the exact same to me, and I don't, it's whatever. My Twitter hasn't changed at all. Mine's changed a lot. How has Twitter changed for you? Like, we're not talking about today, right? Because today is like a weird situation. But like before today, like a week ago today.
Some people are saying better.
Promoted political tweets 24/7? No, they had that before. I remember seeing that shit all the time. More politics, in my opinion. Well, of course there's more politics.
Politics are, by the way, the most popular thing on Twitter. Elon Musk hasn't touched that. Politics by default are the most popular thing on Twitter. It's just not now one-sided, and now people get to choose what they want to talk about in politics.
Politics, because one side isn't banned. Wouldn't that make sense? I mean, because like before, you couldn't even talk about people couldn't even have an opinion about like a bunch of shit. So of course you're gonna have more people on Twitter, because there's more people that can talk about different issues on Twitter. Makes sense. Every tweet's full of blue checkmark dipshits at the top of every reply.
Well, yeah, that's how Elon Musk sells that stuff.
I don't think you got to be a dipshit to have a blue check mark. I think some people do that for free. The comment sections are really stupid nowadays. I feel like they've always been stupid. Am I crazy? I feel like Twitter's always been stupid. It's always been stupid. You can see how many people viewed a tweet, which is a good change. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially stupid. I mean, and I think.
I mean, what was Twitter's original implementation rate for changes and updates? Like 0.3 a year or something like that before Elon Musk.
I think the OnlyFans girls, I actually don't think that, I think
oh,
that was just
true,
like a
they're
natural
annoying.
evolution, to be honest. Like, of course there's going to be more OnlyFans girls going on Twitter, because that's where people are at.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Like, I don't think that's something that, like, happened because of Elon Musk, because that just happened on its own. Twitter replies were always merit-based. Whoever had the most likes showed up at the top. Now it's weighted to anything blue checkmark first.
No, not really, but a little bit and more. Well, blue checkmarks have favorability, but you can still easily trend if you don't have a blue checkmark. Blue checkmark just makes it easier.
Fuck. Let me see. Can I try and look at some of these? Like, I don't know. I don't want to free scroll Twitter on stream, so it's hard for me to say. I'll pull up like 3 really popular tweets, and we'll see kind of what's on here. But it's like, the problem is that if I respond to, if I look at this, like, obviously people that are well known are going to interact with other people. Like, for example, like if I see like a streamer that makes a tweet and then like another streamer replies to it that are also verified, like it's hard to say. I bet you're probably right though, that the Twitter blue users are probably promoted at a higher ratio. Like, I think that any reasonable person could assume that. Sure.
It's openly stated. And he knows that, by the way. I think I watched the video where he was looking into this and he read that part. Bruh, it's not a secret. It's not a conspiracy or anything. It's literally out there in the open. Everyone knows it. That's like one of the selling points of Twitter Blue.
People mad in chat, community notes always get the ass. Yeah, I feel like community notes has been so good for Twitter.
Community notes are absolutely lovely.
Like, I actually think that it is the...
Dude, how many tweets has the White House had to delete now? Because community notes disproves them. Oh man, it's so good.
I would take all of the bad, all of the stuff that people say, and I would trade all of that for community notes. I still think community notes is more important than any of that.
It's absolutely godsend.
Garbage game. Maybe, I don't know. Seeing some tweets that are hidden.
I mean, if Twitter's pay to win, everything's pay to win, and it's true, by the way. Most things are pay to win.
Because I'm not subbed to them. Yeah, but that was already a thing before Elon Musk was in charge of Twitter.
True.
Yeah, that was already happening. It's hilarious seeing politicians say some shit and have community notes under their post. Good. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it should be. If you're not a streamer or online personality, you shouldn't be on Twitter. There's a lot of people that have like this like really doomer perspective about like social media. I actually don't feel that way. I like social media, and I don't like. I don't.
He likes social media because he doesn't have anything to do in life besides it. That opinion kind of doesn't count. Also, by the way, I find it really hilarious that Asmongold is one of those people who say, "Oh, Twitter Blue people are stupid." And by the way, I only have Twitter Blue because I don't use Twitter. But if I did, I would actually buy it. It's like $3 or something. Like, come on, I'm not American and I can easily afford it. So, do that. Anyway, I find it ironic that this guy is going to call people Twitter Blue buyers idiots and whatnot, while his org, OTK, has the Twitter thing that costs 10,000 or 1,000 or how much a month to actually have. That's hilarious.
Don't get angry about it. Like, if somebody says something that makes me mad, I just block them. And, like, I just follow the people that I like.
That's called living in bubble, by the way. That is very unhealthy.
And that's it. It's terrible for mental health. Maybe it's terrible for your mental health. Have you ever thought about maybe that's a personal problem and it's not something that has to do with the app? It has to do with the way that you use the app.
Yep.
Same with like Facebook or whatever. Like, have you ever thought that like maybe like the problem, every social media network that I get on, I have mental problems. Oh, it's every social media network's problem? Get the fuck out of here. It's probably you.
Well, to be fair, every social media platform does promote things that actually do cause mental problems, but he does have a point.
You ever thought about how you use Twitter? Because I see people on Twitter all the time that are fucking going on there and they are arguing, and it's like I pull up their account and it's like negative shit after negative shit after negative shit. These people are like addicted to getting mad. It's like cock and balls torture, but they never get to come. It's bad, man. And this is all they do. Every fucking day.
Good.
It's a widespread problem. Don't pretend otherwise.
It's true, though.
So let's go ahead and let's narrow this down. Every single social media has been linked to increased depression. It's not just a meme. You want to go through your face? Dr. K says this. I understand that, but every social media network being linked with depression, yes, the social media networks encourage that in some ways. Sure, definitely.
In some ways, and they include it's like social medias are scientifically proven to be the absolute honeypots of depression. Like, little girls being depressed, what, 1 in 4 or something ridiculous? Like, don't quote me on these numbers, I don't remember them, but it's ridiculous. And it's all because of social media. And by the way, works for guys exactly the same way. Well, slightly different, but pretty much the same deal, you know? Social media glorifies unachievable living conditions and whatnot. It glorifies things that the average person will never see, and it makes you feel bad about not obtaining it that, you know, not even 10% of the world's population can receive.
But at the end of the day, I think that you can use them and be responsible and have them be a positive force in your life. Is that crazy? Like, what the...
Asmongold doesn't also need to care about these things, because, well, he's a multi-millionaire. You know, he doesn't care that someone owns a yacht because he can afford a yacht. He doesn't care about someone spending 100K on something because he can spend $1 million on something and not care about it at all.
Fuck, like, I use Twitter, and there's plenty of accounts that I follow. I like the tweets. I think they're funny. Yeah, it works for you, not everyone.
True.
What works for what does work for everyone? I have pre-existing mental health problems, and my doctor has a strict no Twitter policy. Good. Then don't go on there. If you feel like it's negative, here's my best advice, right? If you feel like Twitter is a negative force in your life, delete your fucking account.
Yep.
Delete your fucking account. Get rid of it. Stop going on Twitter.
Sounds simple, but most people are not going to be doing that.
That it's Twitter's fault that you use this and make yourself mad.
No, it's Elon Musk's fault. This is actually probably the most tamest and reasonable Asmongold take I have seen. Well, actually the second one, I have to say.
Oh, bro, like, Problem is social media can't take responsibility as a platform that enables this. Yeah, they do enable that, but the person is the, like, here's the thing. I say this all the time, is that if you can't control yourself, you will ruin your life and you will eventually probably die because of it. That's the truth. If you cannot exercise self-control, people that get like that eat a lot of food, that drink all the time, that do all kinds of other shit. If you cannot control yourself, it will probably kill you.
That's true. But admittedly, I would like to say this is a complete flip-flop from his stance. Oh, loot boxes shouldn't exist because it's children. Well, children also should be able to control themselves, probably. Interesting. I want elaboration on these takes, but it's probably not sadly happening.
So, and it's again, like, you can go and blame the world, you can go and blame society or whatever, but it doesn't change the reality. Can we live a little? Yeah, a little. That's the thing. Yeah, a little is fine. It's a lot that's the problem. We've been saying this show last night, why they don't understand. People don't understand because we don't need more guardrails on the whole internet just because some people have no self-control. Now, I will say this. I don't think minors should be able to make accounts on social media in any capacity. I'm hardline on this. I feel like I am. Like, I feel like I don't care if you're 17.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fine.
think you should make an account.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hardline on this.
Admittedly, this is like the, classic, are you 18? Yeah, I am. Show it to me.
Especially not Instagram.
Why is Instagram especially bad?
Bro, there goes 6 people. That's about it. Most people that watch my stream are like 31. So yeah, that's what I think about social media.
That seems strange, honestly, that his stream would be an average age of 31. Man, a lot of very stupid 31-year-olds.
I don't think kids should be on social media. I think, obviously, like, you've got to, like, can you live without social media? Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I don't want to. Minors absolutely should not be on social media. Any kid trying to say their kids should be on there is a bad parent. Like, it would be a difficult decision for me to make if I was a parent. Like, would I let my kid get on social media, like, considering that it's not illegal? Because, like, at the end of the day...
Hot take, if Asmongold had a kid right now, he would kill that kid. He would absolutely just, you know, that kid would accidentally fall in the pool and die. Absolutely 100%. Asmongold is not capable of taking care of another human being. Change my mind? You can't.
I probably would, to be honest with you, but it depends on, like, how the kid is and everything like that. Like, it's a decision I couldn't really... I couldn't make that decision ahead of time. You know what I mean? It would depend... Yeah, it depends on so much. So everything that's legal is okay? Everything that's legal should be expected. Does that make sense?
That's too much of a hot pivot. That's a stupid thing to ask.
So, like, you should never expect something that's not that's legal to not happen, and you should be prepared and expect everything that can happen legally. And if you teach somebody or fucking live in a world where you don't think that's going to happen or whatever, all you're doing is diluting and hurting yourself. So yeah, it's not that it's okay, but it should be expected. Anyway, this is a massive L for Twitter. I don't know. I got off on that fucking tangent, but.
Okay, so the end conclusion: a change that affects no one is a massive L for Twitter. Yeah, I kind of expected it. He didn't... Well, admittedly, he's not like a computer guy or whatever kind of coding guy. I'm not even sure what you're supposed to be. I see everyone who works with PCs a loser unless you are working in an IT firm. If you're working as in IT and you're working in McDonald's, go fix my printer. Shut up. You're useless. I can literally just complain about your to your boss, and he's gonna reprimand you, even though he knows and I know that I'm in the wrong. And you're still gonna get it because you're IT in a non-IT firm, and you're absolute human garbage, and you should know your place.
Start rationing your Twitter usage, unironically making it a better platform. Advertisers are going to love this. Limiting visibility, no offense, but this is stupid.
No, advertisers are not really going to care, because that's not how advertising works. What a fucking moronic take.
Understand that Musk is such a genius businessman. Okay, so you don't understand the way that advertising works on a platform. Advertising works per impression. So if somebody doesn't see a tweet, they don't see an impression, they're never going to pay for it. This doesn't affect advertisers at all. If you knew how online marketing worked, you would know this is not the fucking case. Like, again, a marketing genius. I'm not a marketing genius. I read the Google AdWords terms in 2011.
This is the most basic stuff, by the way.
Like one time. Like, what do you think? And also, like, you could just use some logic. Do you think advertisers pay for ads they don't see? People don't see? No, they don't. Like, you see a video with 100,000 views. Is that 100,000 ads?
My favorite part about this is if I comb his comments, I can bet someone's gonna call this a big brain take. I can bet my life on the fact that someone's gonna take this as a super in-depth genius level thing.
Ad views? No, it's not. Like, I actually do this, you know? Think about it. Making marketing more effective by doing this. These people are insane. I think that you can make that argument, but I do think it's a net negative. I think it has something to do with Google Cloud service that Twitter is supposed to be using, and then they supposedly did not renew their contract. Mudahar has more info on his Twitter website where Mudahar's info is from. Yeah, I saw this.
Oh, here's one of our people, Mudahar, you know? The one who thinks that Elon Musk is a moron. That he just lucked into becoming a billionaire. And that he thinks that Twitter needs to be run by a person who codes and does things, not an actual businessman. No. Twitter's not a socially based platform. Twitter's an IT solution. If I ever see anyone say that in front of me, I will probably do attempted murder on you. Just FYI. If you think that Twitter is an IT solution company, I think you should be removed from the gene pool. I honestly do think you should be removed from the gene pool.
I think that it's hard to know whether this shit is true. I don't know if it's true, but like, damn. If it is, that's not looking good. You don't get served tweets past the limit, you do get served ads.
I have no... So, this is my take from this information just now from someone who's not IT, and I think I can make the most basic, realistic take. Elon Musk does not want to pay extra money on services where he shouldn't be paying extra money, because most likely he's trying to find a solution, a way to make it so that Google doesn't actually have to be paid so much for Twitter to be hosted on their servers. How crazy of a take is that? Yeah, this has obviously everything to do with it. And this is very obvious to anyone who understands anything about business. It's like, none of these people are even looking at Twitter and thinking like, is Elon Musk trying to ruin the platform or maybe cut no, not cut corners in this case, but maybe cut expenses. Gee, I wonder which one he's actually doing.
Yeah, there you go. Worsens the experience majority users in a tangible way, which drives down people that go to Twitter, which therefore sucks for advertisers. No, it doesn't, because advertisers don't pay for views that don't exist. Like, oh god.
Sometimes they do, by the way, because, you know, the Google thing that's happening currently, I haven't gotten into it, but it seems plausible.
Logically think out how you would do an advertising contract on Twitter. Like, really sit down and think out how it would work. And that's the way it is for any of these websites. People always just try to look for different ways. But yeah, this is dumb as fuck. I hope he fixes this.
Was that it?
This is stupid. Like, Twitter's my favorite platform. It has been for a long time. And so I would hate to see this shit continue.
Elon Musk should probably ask just like, for example, 10,000 per month from people like Asmongold. Because it's a privately owned company. What are you gonna do? Nothing, exactly. He should like fucking force famous people like Asmongold to pay like 10,000 per month. And by the way, this is what Twitter can do, because again, I will once again use the moronic TikTok example. Like all the big YouTubers who said, "Oh, I'm not interested in TikTok. I'm not gonna make it famous. TikTok's not gonna survive without us, huge YouTube and Twitch celebrities." And then and what happens? TikTok creates its own celebrities, okay? Twitter is in a position where it can literally tell Asmongold, hey, pay us 10K a month or you are not allowed to have an account here. Now, this is obviously never going to happen, sadly, but Twitter can do this. They can literally remove their most viewed posters, all of them, by the way, and in a week, there's going to be new celebrities to take their place. This is a game with infinity resources, okay? That's the crazy part. But anyway, I guess this is the most basic take ever, probably from Asmongold. He didn't stumble as much as I thought he will, because, you know, his other Elon Musk takes are way more delusional than this. So maybe he learned that, nah, impossible. Asmongold literally never makes himself better as a person because he bans everyone who disagrees with him. So there's never really a reason for him to become a better person. So yeah, but I'm surprised. I thought this is going to be a lot first from Asmongold. I guess clap time. Anyway, this was Quizzer Said. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.